unexpected things.
Right.
But I was still persevering and making myself strong, to be able to help people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then I'll tell you a story. I'll tell you a story as we end, man, about really what made me really want to be a sports psychologist.
All right, Doc. How did your experience as an athlete prepare you to become a sports psychologist?
That's a great question, champ. My experience as an athlete taught me how to become prepared for most challenges of life, whether it be mental resilience, right? Staying within my cognitive behavior,
Yeah.
Learning how to deal with the ups with the downs, learn how to keep myself balanced. And so one of the things that I've been able to do is use that formula to be able to help out the athletes that I enjoy helping, because one of the things is that a lot of time our life get out of balance, right?
Yeah.
And when our life get out of balance, sometimes, the egotistical side of athletes don't know how to ask for help, don't know how to cope with some of the things that they didn't expect to happen to them, right? So that's the one
Right.
thing about being an athlete is that sometimes you don't know how to expect the unexpected, right? Sometimes you just go through life and you're living a dream and you're enjoying your life and you're winning,
Right.
and everything is magnificent, right? So when that time comes where you feel like you need to speak out, you feel damaged.
Right.
You have to be able to talk to someone that can relate to a lot of the causes within an athlete, right? And I think that's where basketball has helped me become relatable. I think that I'm very relatable to a lot of my clients because at the end of the day, I've been there.
Right.
I know what going through trials and tribulations is all about. Like I said, I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth, right? So when I'm sitting here and I'm hearing the stories of heartbreak and frustration and manipulation and all of those things, I've been there, right? So how did I pull myself out of it? So you got to be able to mix this formula up, right? To be able to sustain and to be able to give back, so in a way that people can really kind of understand you, because the way that I look at this, in order for you to really find the greatness side of you, right? You got to find what triggers the greatness side of you.
Yeah.
And so
Definitely.
that's how I've been able to combine my basketball, my sports career, with the fact that I'm able to become a sports psychologist. And then for the longest time, a lot of people didn't even really know that I existed, because I've always wanted to fly under the radar. I never really kind of wanted to have that spotlight of glory. I did a sports forum years ago, right? And it was a powerful sports forum with a panel of experts. And at the end of the day, all these people in the auditorium never knew I put it together until the moderator called me on stage and said, well, let me introduce y'all to the guy who put this together, Dr. Kirk Jones.
Right.
And everybody's like, oh man, that was powerful, man. When you gonna do that again? Which we're doing, champ, right? So at the end of the day, I think that what really is capturing about the way that I approach things is I try to dig deeper than the surface of what people think is bothering them and try to bring up the truths of where the collapse really happened. Because a lot of times in our life, collapses happen early that we kind of don't confront, and we just kind of live with them, and then there's this triggers that bring them up and they affect us, right? So what I've learned to do is create my shelving methodology and be able to implement that to a lot of athletes so that they can understand how to place their feelings and how to use their feelings in particular situations so that they can benefit.
Right. Now you done worked with some of the most biggest athletes in the world.
Still do.
And still do to this day. To this
this
day.
day.
To this day. Now my question is, why do you think, all these athletes, feel so comfortable with releasing certain mental battles that they've endured with you?
Mm-hmm. Well, first of all, in order to do what I do, there has to be a trust. Because like with yourself, you share some personal things with me that I feel should never leave our conversation.
Most definitely, big on trust.
You understand?
Sure. That's first and foremost.
And that's first and foremost. And I find that a lot of people take opportunities from seeking information from people, and they try to run with it because people become selfish and they want to grow on somebody else's story,
right?
Like the Benji story, right? Like somebody stole your name. I mean, we could talk about all of these things that people try to take advantage of. I've never wanted that. I've never been that kind of person that ever wanted to thrive on someone else. I want us to grow together. You understand what I'm saying? And so trust is one of the biggest things, man, that I believe is needed in this business. Confidentiality, trust, and how to guide somebody in the right direction. So you can often try and tell somebody what you think is best for them. And I always do this, and you know this, I let you conclude what's best for you. I'll lay out the cards, right? I never say, well, you should do this or you should do that. It's like, champ, when you think about it, it's like you fighting on your return. You fighting the guy that want to fight you because he want to fight you.
Right.
What's the value in that? You understand my point? Like at this stage, everything that you do has to have value in it. Building an iconic nature, building an iconic stature. Everything about you now is iconic, right? So I feel, in order to be able to lead these particular individuals, they have to gain my trust. They got to see me doing the right thing in order for them to say, yeah, this is the guy that I want to believe in.
Right, most definitely.
Right.
Yes, indeed. Okay, so when you reflect on everything, as you done shared to us about work, about Benji, about your family, about basketball.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, tell us, what does this journey means to you?
Man, this journey, it's always adding to my life and to what I think I'm capable of achieving. And so when you have a journey, you have to know on your journey what direction you want to take it and what you want to get out of it.
Right.
And I think with my journey, I've always kind of understood what it is that I want to get out of my journey, because I want to be able to say that I've done great things. Amen. Right? That I've been a part of this, and I understand that. And by the luck of the Lord, He's blessed me with a lot of opportunities. I'll share this with you, man. I was a kid that dreamed a lot, right? Close my eyes and I say, this is what I want, this is what I want to get, this is what I want to get. And do you realize, man, that everything that I wanted in my life, I have been able to get? Everything.
Me too, man.
Everything.
I say that too.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Do you know how many people can actually sit here and say, listen, this is coming from a kid who was told that I wouldn't amount to anything.
I was told I ain't shit and I'll never be shit.
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
Man.
And so when you realize, man, what you can actually become and what you can do and the hearts that you can touch, you got to give it back.
Yes, sir.
You got to give it back.
Yes,
Each
sir.
one reach one. Each one teach one. Right? So that's what this journey has basically meant to me. Now that I can sit here and I can tell stories to the younger generation of athletes and people in self that says, man, I don't know what I want to become.
Right.
Right? And I often say, as a kid, you have to be molded into something. And when people like us talk, right, they can say, I can relate to that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I can relate to that. Y'all are giving me some nuggets that I can live by, and I can now make my own journey.
Most definitely. So, I mean, that really basically, leads me back into my next question, about you know, what message do you have for the younger athletes? You know what I mean? And to finding their purpose and how they believe in what they believe in when they're, you know, when they're running their course of things. I always say provide your service to your greatness. You know what I mean? And because we all have greatness in us, for greatness is only determined by service.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So what would you tell younger athletes, you know what I'm saying, about overcoming things and finding their purpose?
I would look at an athlete and I would use this one quote: "If it's to be, it's up to me." You understand?
Yes, sir.
And the older I got, the more I realized how powerful those words were. Because here's the thing: no matter, I don't know if you've ever heard, you can't do it alone, but alone you must do it, right? And that's one of the truths that I tell people, because although you can get all the support in the world, people pushing you and encouraging you,
yes, sir,
when it's your time to perform, you have to
do it.
You got to do it,
You got to be ready. You got to be ready so you don't have to get ready.
There you go. And so that's what I would tell them. I would tell them, man, just, you know, find your niche. Find your niche. Because this is a big cloth that we live in.
Yeah, man.
Find your niche. And when you find your niche and your purpose, walk in it. Walk in your strength. You know what I'm saying? People don't understand what walking in their strength is, because as you know, Champ, when you're walking in your strength, when you're doing something you're supposed to do, it feels good. It's powerful. You can't lose, because it's what you're meant to do, not what someone else told you should be able to do, right?
Most definitely.
And so that's what I would leave with today's youth and anybody that's striving to become the best that they want to become.
Well, man, it's been some good stories, been some good, you know, memories.
Man.
Bringing up old memories, you know, bringing out that jacket, man, that was crazy. You know, to still have the bloodstains on that.
Yeah, man.
That thing can go for top dollar right now, dog. You're sitting on something.
I know it is,
You know
man.
what I mean?
But you see
It's
what
crazy.
you see what we holding on to.
Yeah, man.
This is for us behind these walls, because we give them the real. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
All this guessing that people want to know, we're bringing it here for them, Champ.
Right.
That's what they want to know. They say, well, what happened to this? See, you know, too, Champ, well, we do what we do because there's a lot of questions that people don't ask and people don't get to. And I think that's what we bring so much power, so much enthusiasm. I mean, how many world champion boxers get up there and tell somebody, I was going through something?
Right.
Right?
Right.
Don't let the audience decide on what you're going through. How many times you often pick up a newspaper and you hearing people talking about what somebody else is going through rather than to hear it from the horse's mouth?
Itself. Because everybody want to be first instead of being correct. They want clicks and likes and don't care how they get it, because that amounts to cha-ching.
Right.
I got to feed my family. Get out of here. You know what I mean? But that's just how the world is.
Yeah, man.
But, you know, last but not least, man, finally. So, you know, everybody want to know what's next for you and your vision on Play 21 Wellness Academy.
Well, thank you for asking, man. Thank you for asking. So this is it, what we're doing here. We feel like we want to take this to a national level, right? What you and I discussed, man.
Yes, sir.
We want to take this to a national level. I'm often asked about how can we expand our services, and I think this is one of the ways that we're able to expand our services, man, to kind of take it public, and so people can see what it is that we're doing. I've established a 501c3, as you know.
Yeah.
And so with the nonprofit, we're going to be doing community events, which we have coming up, right? One of our first events will be our very powerful sports forum. You don't want to miss that, because we're going to have a panel of experts, and the champ is going to be the highlight of it. And we're going to have some other big names up there, and we'll let you guys know for November the 8th where and when and who's all going to be a part of this, man. So this is my dream, man. I just want to give it back, and I want to encourage people to become the best that they can become. And that's what I want to take this, man, because, you know, I onboard clients all the time.
Yeah.
And I tell people, man, you know, you don't get rich on boarding clients. You help them, right? There's a period of time that things stop. You keep going. But for me, I want to give them the understanding of what they can actually become. And I think that a lot of times when you are dealing with certain programs or certain aspects of your life, you get stuck not knowing what your next move is, right? So like me and you often talk about what we're doing. We're helping business minds, athletes, right? Inspiring people that want to, you know, they got a good idea, but they don't know what's next in their careers.
Right, most definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And I think that we set up a platform for them to understand how to make the next move through connectivity, through knowledge, through understanding, and through intelligence.
Come on now.
Because you know what? We stand on business!
Yes, sir.
Love you, champ.
Love you too, Doc.
So, in concluding, behind these walls, you have gotten two, I would say, interpersonal relationships and stories from two people that, you know, we decided we wanted to share something with you guys so that you guys can get enlightened about what it is that we're doing on behind these walls.
Yeah, man.
We're going to have tons of guests that's going to be coming here, joining us. So make sure you guys tune in, stay ready, because like Champ said, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready.
Come on now. These are the stories that we're sharing with you guys. Like Doc said, this is behind our walls, and we're putting it out in front of you. So on this platform, everybody's gonna be coming from behind the walls and releasing their stories, releasing something that's been, you know, maybe it's been kept in for a very long time, sharing new information. You know, we want to get people here where they feel so comfortable that they'll tell a secret that they've been keeping in for a very long time or have never told anyone ever, and just being able to release that. And once you be able to release, it's a cleanse. It's just like crying. I tell men, and you know, specifically men, it's okay to cry.
Yeah, man.
It's nothing wrong with that. It's okay to cry. It's only a cleansing.
Yep.
And this is what we're gonna do for people, to give them the platform so they can feel comfortable enough to release. I'll be releasing right here with you. We'll be right here with you guys releasing.
That's right.
So stay tuned for more.
On that note, we'll see you next time. Peace.
Peace.